Breaking news, TKO is still falling into $3 billion of debt. So they're around cutting corners and finding every single way they can to save a few extra dollars, even if it's at the cost of the wrestlers on their roster. This is sad. Alright, y'all, now it seems like ever since TKO got in the picture, WWE has been on a slippery slope. Now, I don't mean that just figuratively, I mean that creatively and now literally, man. It seems like the ads in the ring got the wrestlers moving like the old folks at the cookout. Slide to the left, hey, slide to the right. They're doing the cha-cha slide! And somebody is going to get hurt. Logan Paul aired this out when he went on this podcast and basically told the whole world that these ads are in the ring is starting to become a problem with the talent and could cause injury. I'm gonna show you this.
And guess what? I'm gonna say it. By the end of the night, the middle of that ring gets really slippery with them logos painted in there. I'll just say it, bro. I noticed. I can't get running full speed. I got to be really careful with my feet and my placement.
Wow, how is WWE and TKO getting away with this? What, are you going to wait until somebody gets severely injured before you take the ads off the ring? Not in a million years, I would have thought wrestlers would have had to trade in their wrestling boots for some roller skates to be able to perform. This is crazy. And if that wasn't bad enough, Logan also speaks about the botch that happened with LA Knight, and he says that might not have been his fault completely.
That particular botch that LA Knight had is not his fault.
Yeah.
And I was in the ring. I was watching it go down live, and I can feel the ropes before I do the jumps. They are so slippery and oily, you have no idea, especially when you're the last match of the night, because it's been used, right? And all these oily, sweaty wrestlers are just greasing these ropes up. So by the time it's 10 p.m. at night and you're the last group to go, the ropes are soaking wet.
Man, what is going on with this company? You mean to tell me there was nobody backstage that could just grab a towel and dry the ropes off? It's crazy. And what makes it worse is I'm hearing reports backstage that the ropes had as much oil on them as Pete in his closet! And somebody has to do something about this before it's too late. Now, y'all know since Royce Keys joined the Fed, I've been following what's going on, trying to figure out what exactly does WWE have planned for moving forward creatively. For the life of me, I still don't understand why he debuted at the Royal Rumble and they had no creative plans for him for Raw or no plans for him for Crackdown. The only plans they had for him was an interview with Stephanie McMahon talking about what's your story. The interview was fire, like I told y'all, but still I want to see bro on the main roster. I'm thinking maybe they're getting him acclimated with the Performance Center. Maybe they're showing him some things at the corporate offices, but I read an article and man, it seems like WWE is getting him acclimated with how WWE production works, and this is insane. Sources say one person noted that Royce Keys is getting acclimated to how WWE production runs, and not appearing on TV yet shouldn't be seen as anything but the company prepping him. They noted that 99% of the talent who are hired go through that process. Now wait, why are they acting like he has no idea how TV production works? How different can it be from AEW? They're talking about 99% of the hires go through this. I think that's 99%. Nah, I actually think it's 100% BS! What are you trying to show him? How to use a camera and set up the audio and lights? You trying to teach him how to be a photographer and take pictures of the event? What do you got him working on? The microphones, the monitors? Trying to teach him how to set up the pyro in the back? This Royce Keys experiment in WWE has been a disaster so far. It all started when he took a picture with Triple H and Triple H never posted it. He went from Royce Keys to Royce Freeze because Paul Levesque gave him the cold shoulder. Then he went from Royce Freeze to Royce Overseas because after the Royal Rumble, the crew left him to fend for himself in Saudi Arabia. Then he went from Royce Overseas to Royce G's, the G standing for Grandpa, because they found out he wasn't 35, he was 42. And now we went from Royce G's to Royce, I don't know, man, help me out, y'all. He went from Royce G's to, oh, there we go, Royce LEDs! Because now he's subject to holding the camera, set it up for lights and production. It's disgusting. Now, we might not see Royce Keys on Crackdown this Friday, but hey, look at the bright side. We might see him at the end of the show when they roll the credits. Paul Levesque, Lee Fitting, and Royce Keys. Now, David Finlay showed up in AEW yesterday, attacking Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy and standing alongside Gabe Kidd and Clark Connors to reveal their new faction. WWE did make an offer after his New Japan contract expired. The problem was WWE wanted Finlay to start in NXT instead of bringing him straight to the main roster, and they reportedly wouldn't budge. Now, if y'all don't know David Finlay, he's Fit Finlay's son, so more than likely he spent his whole life around professional wrestling. On top of that, he's been working in New Japan Pro Wrestling, so he's not some guy that's completely green when it comes to the business. I don't understand why they will force him to try to go through NXT. We all saw what happened with Mariah May, aka Blake Monroe. Her NXT tenure has been a complete nightmare compared to the work she was doing before in AEW. And on top of that, there are reports that saying some NXT talent are getting paid as low as $30,000 a year. $30,000, that's like $2,500 a month, and that's before taxes. You still gotta travel, pay for your own room and board, you gotta pay for rent at the crib, insurance, you still gotta pay for food to look good, so you gotta eat good, you gotta pay for gym memberships all around the United States. When you get to the end of that, your check is gonna be looking like the last sip of coconut water. Oh, why you say that, Bobby Monsoon? Cause it ain't gonna be nothing left! So your boy Bobby Monsoon haven't been having the best of week, y'all, to be honest. It all started when they sniped my live after Monday Night Raw. Then the software I used to edit had a once-in-a-lifetime global glitch, so I was late getting the upload to y'all, man. Then after that, I look outside and my car got towed, unfortunately. And if that wasn't enough, look, I wake up and I find out that this is a screenshot. It's not even, this is the app, y'all. I look up and man, my account is overdrafted $100, but out of all of that happening, nothing was worse than this. Swerve Strickland jumps on X and gives me a second warning, and man, I'm not trying to play around and get a third one. So I'm over here calling barbershops. So I'm gonna see if I can get my beard shaved. I'm gonna get my locks cut. Yeah, I'm going bald, y'all. I'm not even joking. I'm gonna see if I can get one of them Amish families to accept me, and I'm gonna go live off the grid. Because if Swerve Strickland catches me, man, your boy Bobby Monsoon gonna turn into Bobby Brown. My jaw's gonna get pushed to the side, and I'm gonna be eating out of a straw for weeks. This ad is brought to you by the pirates in the chat. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get your Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. If you're sick of the BS in professional wrestling, if you're sick of the soulless billionaires taking advantage of the fans, show them you had enough. Go to BobbyMonsoon.com. Get the Ruthless Depression ad t-shirt. Then, now, and never again. Dynamite started off with MJF versus Kevin Knight in a fire match. Now, we all knew this was going to be predictable as the sun coming up in the morning, man. We all knew there was no way Kevin Knight was going to go over MJF, just like there was no way Kevin Knight was going to go over Swerve Strickland. But somehow, still, Tony Khan finds a way to put Kevin Knight in these big main events, these big spots with the AEW top stars, and still not make him look like a jobber. The Fed could take notes. Kevin Knight in a fire match with MJF. Man, he actually almost won. You know, MJF wasn't gonna let it happen, and he winds up pulling it off, man. Now, at the end of the match, you got Jet Speed Rodeo coming out just jumping my man MJF for no reason. Actually, it probably was a reason. They're trying to beat MJF down as much as possible before Revolution comes on, man. Before the Texas Death Match with Hangman Adam Page next Sunday. But now, after that, man, as they was beating MJF, you got the Callis Family coming out and making a proposition. We already hollered at Tony Khan, the main event of Dynamite. Okada, Kyle Fletcher, Mark Davis going for the Trios Tag Team Championships, and y'all built like that, man. Y'all going around saying anytime, any place, the Don Callis family need that. So later on the night, the main event was the main event, man. I've been trying to call Don Callis, though, man. Swerve Strickland been on my bumper, man. I've been trying to call everybody. Everybody just has their phone on Do Not Disturb now, on airplane mode now. Nobody's been answering your boy Bobby Monsoon calls. And man, I'm all alone with the Swerve Strickland situation, but man, I'll figure it out. After that, you got Darby Allin, Orange Cassidy versus Gabe Kidd, Clark Connors, man. Darby Allin and Orange Cassidy actually went over in this match, man. I told y'all, Gabe Kidd is psychotic, dog. They had a spot where Darby Allin was on the ropes. Gabe Kidd pushed him. Darby Allin, any normal person would have probably broke their neck in this spot, man. Darby Allin, nothing happens. This dude done climbed Mount Everest. You could throw Darby Allin out of a plane without a parachute. I think he's getting up like nothing happens. He's wiping himself off, then he's going back and finishing the match, dog. Dude is unbreakable, man. Seriously. So, all jokes aside, I'm happy Darby Allin actually didn't get hurt, man. But it's like this is a dude that some people you just can't break. Some people is built different. Orange Cassidy, Darby Allin winds up winning that match, but they haven't won the war. David Finlay comes out with the shillelagh and starts beating up Orange Cassidy and Allin, man. And yo, as soon as I seen Finlay, I'm like, bro, he just looks like a natural, man. He goes in there, he got the shillelagh in his mouth. He means business. They pose at the end. Tony Khan drops a tweet, lets everybody know the dogs are all elite. I'm liking this, man. I got to do some research on David Finlay. Shout out to AEW chat. They're letting me know, like, bro is legit. He was in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and he was a part of the Bullet Club, and he's one of the best wrestlers they got. So that's why the Fed wanted him. But once again, the Fed dropped the ball. The Fed fumbled. But that's not news to anybody, man. David Finlay deserves to be in AEW where he actually will get respect. What, you want him to go to the Fed and be in NXT and stuck in that vortex just to get called up to the main roster to what? Lose to Danhausen? I think not. After that, you got a segment with Andrade and Bandito, and they let everybody know that Bandito and Andrade will be facing each other at Revolution. This will be a fire match, man. Bandito coming back from injury. I love Bandito. I love seeing him wrestle, man. Andrade, one of my favorite, man. He kind of treated Bandito as a young bull, man. He told him, man, Bandito was trying to give Andrade respect. Like, man, I respect this dude. I look up to him. And Andrade pull his phone out like, what's up, bro? What you wanted, a Playboy groupies? You wanted the OnlyFans groupies? Would you want a selfie with the idol? Man, I can't wait for this match, though, man. I wish they had a little bit more time to build this storyline up. And I actually don't think this should be the first match. I think after this match, they should probably play on that Bandito's just looking up to Andrade, man, and Andrade's playing them. It goes off that old saying. An old man once said, man, you don't want to meet your idols because they either turn to rivals or they don't be who you really thought they were. So I think there's a lot of story to be told with this, man. We'll see what happens. But as far as Revolution, they're definitely going at it, and I can't wait to see that, man. Next, you got the Inspiration basically getting squashed by the Brawling Birds. The Brawling Birds just been having squash matches every week, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with this, man. Megan Bayne and Penelope is set to win the AEW Tag Team Championships as soon as possible, hopefully by the time Revolution comes. Remember, Penelope, they were supposed to win the other week, but Penelope hurt her ankle. Thank God, I heard it wasn't that bad. So maybe at Revolution, they'll win the titles from the Babes of Wrath, and then they'll probably do the Brawling Birds versus Mega Bad, which should be good, man. I'm liking everything in the AEW women's division. Speaking of the AEW women, you got Tekla going over Thunder Rosa. I'm liking this, man. Everything about Tekla is on point. Her entrance, her theme, the promos, the faction. This woman is the full package. She's carrying the AEW championship, and this is what I want to see. Now, after Dynamite, Tony Khan let everybody know Kris Statlander, Tekla, Revolution, 2 out of 3 falls. And I said this on my live. This is how I'm booking this. I'm booking Tekla to go over Kris Statlander 2 falls in a row. Don't even let it get to 3. Let Tekla continue to build what she's building, right? And Kris Statlander, she'll take the she lost to Tekla 2 times in a row. Then she lost to her in a strap match for the AEW Championship. I think this is the perfect opportunity to have Kris Statlander go on a reset. Because remember, she said this herself. She felt like she had a lot of story to be told to be able to connect with the AEW audience. And I think this is a great time to use a reset for Kris Statlander. If you ask me, I have her go heel and run it back with Stokely. We didn't get to see Kris Statlander and Stokely really cook. I don't know why, man. Sometimes wrestlers could use a manager, even though you could be good on the mic all day. It's still a manager just brings that extra thing to your character. It's hard to even explain, man. Now, speaking of Swerve Strickland, you got Swerve Strickland and Brody King. Brody King comes out there. He's talking whatever he's talking. Swerve Strickland, Brody King should have did what I'm going to do, man. He should have cut his hair, went bald, went completely dark, and went off the grid, man. But, of course, that's Brody King. That's the dog. He ain't gonna do what Bobby Monsoon's gonna do, man. Swerve Strickland comes out. His music hits, man. He's looking at the entrance, looking for him. He comes out of nowhere, hits him with the chain, starts beating the crap out of him. Then starts choking him out with the chain. Swerve Strickland is on a path of destruction, man. I told y'all, dog. This is why I tell y'all your tongue is like a wall, and you better be careful what you wish for. You know, if you watch my videos and you watch my live, I was begging for Swerve Strickland to come back to that same Swerve Strickland he was beefing with Adam Page on. Come back to the Gold Grill Swerve. And now I'm wishing I could take that back, man, because I'm on this path. Brody King on this path, and what's the name? Kenny Omega is definitely on that man path, and if you win Swerve Strickland sights, it's not going to be good for you. Revolution, we're going to have Brody King versus Swerve Strickland. This is going to be a dog fight. No pun intended. This is going to be a dog fight. We all know Brody King. He ain't going to win this one, though. Swerve Strickland just beat Kenny Omega. He's in the best shape of his life. So Brody King, he's going to put up a good fight, but it ain't going to be enough. Swerve's going to get on top, and I cannot wait till Kenny Omega come back, man. I cannot wait till they just go back to telling that story. Next, you got Jon Moxley going over Hechicero, man. Hechicero is part of the Don Callis family, but Tony Schiavone let y'all know, if you was listening on commentary, man, the Don Callis, the big OG, he's playing chess, not checkers, not Connect Four. He's having Jon Moxley fight every person of the Don Callis family. Now he wore himself out. And let me guess, Jon Moxley going to fight next week too? It don't even matter. You're already wore out, Moxley. We respect it. You a workhorse, but you gonna have a match, no time limit with Takeshita? No time limit? And you think you're about to go over Takeshita at Revolution? I think not. You're gonna put up a fight like Brody King, but we all know the outcome. Takeshita's gonna come out, and the Don Callis family gonna add to the collection. Next, you got a segment with Tommaso Ciampa and FTR, man. They're going back and forth. Tommaso Ciampa saying, man, I never really liked y'all. FTR actually threw out the olive branch, believe it or not, man. They told Tommaso, come over to FTR, man. Join the faction. Join Big Stoke, man. And he declined. And then they started fighting. Now you got a lot of people online saying that Johnny Gargano is inevitably, I should say, however you say it, y'all know what I'm trying to use, saying that he's going to AEW sooner than later, and I see why not. Johnny Gargano is literally in the Fed, a part of the Kings of Catering, unfortunately. He's not having no matches. He's not losing no matches. They're not even using Johnny Gargano to put any of the younger talent over. They're not putting him on speed or anything else. They're putting him literally on tables and crates and everything else, planking, acting like he's all depressed. And it's like, it's disgusting what WWE does when talent is going out the building. Next, you got the main event match. The Don Callis family wins the trio championships. We loading up, y'all. We're loading up the international. We about to get the Continental at Revolution. Now we got the trios. Now whoever win between MJF and Hangman, you know that boy Kyle Fletcher looking for you. Oh, I forgot, Kyle Fletcher got the TNT. We're dripped in gold. the Don Callis family go over Jet Speed Rodeo, Jet Set Rodeo, whatever that is. That was a fire main event, y'all. Fire main event. MJF interfered. He got his lick back on Hangman Adam Page. Man, the Texas Death Match gonna be crazy. Speaking of Jet Set Rodeo, they're actually gonna be teaming up with Mystico at Revolution, and it's gonna be Mystico versus the Don Callis family. And man, this is gonna be fire, man. Mystico, I'm hearing he's over with the LA crowd. You know, LA, that whole stadium is gonna be singing that song, his song, and I think it's gonna be a good light, man. You know they ain't coming out on top though. You can sing as many songs as you want. You can start singing Bad Bunny, Selena, it ain't gonna work. The Don Callis family coming out on top. So let me know in the comments what you think about that. What you think about Royce Keys? Having him in the production crew makes no sense, bro. I like Royce Keys, man. All joking aside, dog, I'm a big fan of Royce Keys. I always was a big fan of Powerhouse Hobbs, man. I want the Fed to do right, dog. That man deserves the same booking Trick Williams is getting, and if not, at least make him look strong. Book him strong, bro. Royce Keys could be a dominant force in WWE if he's booked right, man. Also, what you think about Logan Paul coming out speaking against the Fed, making the new banana, I don't know if you call it a wrestling ring or a banana pill. The ads are making wrestlers slip, and I'm wondering if WWE is going to change this before something catastrophic happens, man. Now, Crackdown this Friday, we got Drew McIntyre versus Cody Rhodes for the 1,398,562nd time. Great. Cody Rhodes will be winning. That's a spoiler alert. They're doing Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton at WrestleMania. It's 100 people in the creative room. It's 100 cooks in the kitchen. So don't ask me why information always leak out. Crackdown will be a predictable show, say the least. But let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's Bobby Monsoon 215. Like, comment, subscribe.